Hi everybody, it's Rita Savasco again from Rooted in Language, and I'm answering another one of your questions. The question we were asked is, how do you teach a spelling list from a school that doesn't follow a scope or sequence? Really good question, and I deal with this all the time with my clients. So the very first thing you want to do is determine, what is this spelling list based on? Most typically, schools will base a spelling list on high frequency words for that grade level. What they find in the literature they think are high frequency words, which means it's mostly what we call sight words or words that don't follow typical spelling patterns. And the other thing they might do is include words from the curriculum heavy words that they want students to know how to write and spell. So your very first step is to prioritize how many words you're really going to work on. Especially if you have a struggling learner, they may not be able to manage 10 words, worst case 20 words. So you want to start with a number that you think that your child can have success with. Success means they're able to retain their learning, they can apply it and use it when they take their spelling test. And then the goal is week by week to try to increase that number of words. So you might start out with 5 words out of the 10. And then it's always a good idea to recruit the teacher to what you're doing. Some teachers cannot control whether or not they give these spelling lists. They may know that your child struggles with it, but they just can't do anything about it. Hopefully you have that kind of teacher, so that teacher will be super encouraging with the 5 that your child's really working on. So keep in contact with your teacher. The second step we do is we always work on sound mapping. That means that we draw sound lines for how many sounds are heard in that word, and then we teach kids to match the sounds they hear and say to the letters they see and write. So for example, say they have to learn the word break, like don't break the dishes, right? That word break. What we have kids look at is, what sounds do you recognize that you've been explicitly taught, that you know, and what are the ones that are unexpected? Which sounds are expected? Which letter to sound connections are expected? Which letter to sound connections are not? And of course, in the word break, for many kids, that EA spelling pattern for the long A sound may be unexpected for them. The next thing we do is we try to really reinforce word form memory. So this is this idea that I actually have tracked the sounds, and I can hold that track of sounds in my memory. I can hold in my memory what is unexpected, because I can use sound for what's expected, but I have to be able to hold in memory what was unexpected about that word. And of course, in break, it's this long A being spelled with EA, as we said. And then I want to use that word form memory for a lot of practice in writing. Writing is our highest level of knowing. Of course, spelling isn't spelling if there isn't writing involved, right? This is really a complex process, and there's lots of strategies that we use to do this. You know, this prioritizing, the sound mapping, the word form memory, and we teach this method in a class that we provide on our website. It's called The Secret to Spelling. It's pretty inexpensive, and it shows you a really strong method based on research. It's not a scope and sequence. It's just about the methods that work. So I hope that was helpful to you. Be sure to keep following us at Rooted in Language. We care about helping you help your child the most you can. Take care. Bye.